Jesus said, I am God. I've never seen that.
You're right. Jesus never says, I am God. Instead, in John 8:58, Jesus says, before Abraham was born, I am. The Jewish people who are listening pick up stones to stone him. Why? Because they understood Yahweh, their name for God, I am who I am. Jesus applied it to himself, and they were going to stone him for blasphemy. And Jesus didn't say, time out, you misunderstood, drop your stones. No, Jesus stood by his claim. Remember, after Jesus rose from the dead, he appeared to the apostles, except for Thomas. The other apostles came up to Thomas and said, we saw Jesus risen from the dead. Thomas said, I refuse to believe unless I can see Jesus with my own eyes. I refuse to believe unless I can take my hands and put them in the nail prints in his hands, take my hand and thrust it in his spear in his side. One night all the apostles were together, we read in the Gospel of John, including Thomas. Suddenly Jesus stood among them, walked right up to Thomas and said, my man, right here, take your hands and put them in the nail prints in my hands, take your hand and thrust it in the spear in my side, and Thomas stopped doubting and believed. Now Thomas's response, man, is crucial. Thomas hits the floor and says, my Lord and my God. Now Jesus' response is crucial. Jesus looks Thomas in the face and says, you believe because you've seen. Blessed are those who will believe, even though they have not seen. In other words, by accepting the worship of Thomas, Jesus is obviously claiming to be God.